Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast. And in this video, I will be doing an oldie but a goldie Minichamps in this Ford Sierra RS 500, driven by Klaus Ludwig. And this is DTM, which stands for Deutsche Touring Meisterschaft, back in 1988. So that is so cool. Like, I love these Minichamps black boxes. You can't go wrong with these. Like, old Auto Arts, old Minichamps black boxes, that's where I'm at. This is pretty much the pinnacle of die casting for me, in my opinion. And I'm always looking for more. It doesn't stop. It's just, you know, like, it's just great models. I just love these. As soon as I see these black boxes with, like, this picture alone, is like, oof, give me more. I'm always looking for, like, those old Mercedes Benzes, the what do you call this, I think it's called like the Red Pig or something like that. Oh, I want one of those one day. We'll see. Anyways, so this is going to be on 3 holes in the bottom for screws. And the previous seller was nice enough to add this paper towel just to protect it more. Thank you very much, by the way. And this is the usual one that comes with it, so it's just like that, which I find sufficient, but, you know, to be safe than sorry, why not? And yeah, like, let's take those 3 screws off and we'll put it on that rotating display. Alright, now that I have it off the base of that styrofoam box, it's such a beautiful model. Like, I'm very impressed. And again, these are old Minichamps, and that's the beauty of it. It's very detailed. You can see a lot of these intricate details. Like, you can see at the back here, that's not a decal. That's actually a separate piece right there. Unfortunately, the keyhole is not a separate piece, but that's okay. There's like a indentation of the door handle, separate pieces right here, separate pieces all over the place, such as these hood pins here. Yeah, like, it's such a great model. You can't go wrong with this. The livery itself, it's pretty much everywhere. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but mainly it's just white. So as we go back here, as we always start, got some nice decals. They are nice and flush. There is no like a bulging on it or anything like that. We do have some decals on the back of the window as well. And I just want to mention really quick here, I really like these nice arrow designs on it, especially this iconic wing. And then we have a separate piece again, like I said, for the side mirrors. And to the front here, we do have some vents here. I think, yes, they are actually through and through vents. So again, like, these models are so great. This grill, I don't think so though. But this bottom piece right here is a through and through grill. Same with this bottom vents here by the bumper. And unfortunately not for these ones here. But again, like, I don't know what other manufacturer. I think someone else is making a newer version of this. I don't remember the brand, but I know someone else is making new versions of this. Separate piece for the separate piece for the windshield wiper. And there's a engine cutoff here as well. Pretty much similar on this side. Same indentation here as well. And then we go to the back. We do see some sort of like what do you call that? Like some sort of like a rear hatch support at the back here. And you got this massive wing. I showed this to my wife and she's not a big fan. One of these days I need to get her to do these unboxings, see how it goes. And then we also have this nice exhaust in the bottom. Let's just take a peek there. And we see some other intricate parts down there as well. It's not just like black panels and whatnot. Alright, now you got these nice BBS wheels. I assume they're BBS because of this right there. But yeah, they do very much look like BBS. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm thinking Formula Mesh. And I just want to quickly mention there's quite a bit of weight on this car as well. Same as the back. And there is a valve stem on it. Isn't that sick? So, very nice feature in the car. And you got some slicks on there. Same with the back. I think they're about the same size, front and rear. Alright, now let's get to the bottom of this. As you can see, we have tons of details. Let's start with the front here. So you have this nice skid plate in the front. Probably helps aerodynamics, and you can see some holes there probably for cooling. Speaking of cooling, there's cooling ducts right there that goes from the front of the bumper all the way to cooling the brakes. And you have some nice suspension detail there. Got some nice color in the transmission. And then if we follow this AN fitting line all the way back here, goes to this thing right here. It almost looks like a transmission cooling sort of thing going on, which is very weird because why would they put it here instead of putting it right in the front here to help cool? So yeah, that's a really interesting design. And then we have the rear diff here, and there's a slew of AN fittings at the back here, and we see where that hole is to mount the car to that styrofoam box base. And we see a tiny tow hook at the back there. And as you can see, the front tow hook is right there. But yeah, like a very, very interesting. And if we look on another angle, we do see that there's some suspension here. At first, I thought it was a working suspension just because it's so detailed. But it's not, unfortunately. Would be nice if it was, though. Alright, let's go to my favorite part, the interior. And has a little bit of a pop to it as soon as you open it almost halfway. And we see here actually a pretty decent interior. This, I don't know how you could describe that color, like a weird tone of brown and pink. It's very fabric-y, like almost like an Alcantara color. I mean, Alcantara-ish type of look towards the texture of it, just by looking at it. The bottom part is a bit weird looking. I don't know what that is. But we do see that door crank for the window, and that door handle from the inside. And inside we see RS on that glove box. Grab some vents, and those vents actually look through and through. That's pretty cool. Something popping up there, and we see that gear lever, gear stick, some detail in center console, and a vent as well. Nice steering wheel, fire extinguisher. And let's not forget that full roll cage at the back there that goes right by the door here. Is there any lined up on the side there? Yeah, so it's all lined up, all up on top of the A-pillar as well. Okay, let's go to engine detail. Opens up nicely, stays up nice. Oh, that's nice. There's a speedwear decal just up there. And we see gorgeous engine detail. Like, it seems pretty bare, but look at all of the effort on the wires, the piping. Very, very nice. And we also see some detail on the valve cover as well. And let's move on the other side. Speaking of this side, by the way, before we go on the other side, on the driver's side, I just want to show you guys, I'm a little bit bothered by these. I mean, these are the old style ones, so they connect with a piece of plastic that goes inward for the headlights, and it just shows that part. So it just shows how die-cast cars have come so far. And you could definitely see on the newer ones, those don't exist anymore. They kind of perfected that part, so they don't have to push it in and use some adhesive to glue that in. And we go to this part, pretty much the same as the passenger side. And that one bucket seat. So this one is plastic, but I think for a plastic, it's not that bad. It's more like a rubbery type of plastic looking type to me, but it's still pretty dang good. And unfortunately, it looks like this one is slightly backwards. Looks backwards. I might try and fix that one, make it less entangled. And we have this nice Momo steering wheel. Barely anything in the gauge cluster there. I can see, looks like, I don't know, like a tachometer or something. And there's just a plain blank screen there, so there must be like an aftermarket digital screen over there. And you see the 3 pedals. And lastly, but not the least, the back part. And as you can see, those supports come with it. This actually cannot hold its weight up, so I'm gonna have to hold it. And we see the fuel cell at the back, so it looks like you can gas it up from either side, which is super cool. And we see some fittings there, and yeah, we see where it's mounted on there as well for the harness. And looks like, unfortunately, it is cut. We might have to repair that at some point. But yeah, I think regardless of that, which is not a really big deal, like, it's a really great model. It's a pretty hard to find model, and I think it's pretty cool. There's a lot of liveries for this specific model, and one of my favorites is the black Texaco livery model. Basically that brand, that specific one. But yeah, like, I got this one, and it's also driven by Klaus Ludwig, so why not? Anyways, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.